Guys, I wanted to do a quick video to share with you something that might be helpful to you if you are like me and you're always looking for fun new watercolors. Now, Daniel Smith recently came out with, I think, 8 new colors, and I didn't get all of them, but I did get a few, and these are 2 of them. And these are lavender and wisteria. And they are both lovely. They are more on the kind of pastel opaque side, I would say, even though I find them really beautiful. And when you add water to them, they are not so opaque. So I think the colors are really beautiful. And here are the swatches. I will show you. These are the swatches. So the pigments here, there is white in both of them, which is PWC. So I think the P stands for pigment and the W stands for white. 6. So both of them have white, which makes them more kind of opaque and pastel. Now, the lavender has PV15, which is, I don't know, one of the violets, and PB29, which is ultramarine blue, that I know. And this one has also the PR122, which, for example, is quinacridone magenta, but I think it you can have a lot of colors with the same pigment. So, yeah. Now, what I was curious about is that I noticed that a few other companies make colors that are similar, and I wanted to know just how similar they were. So I ordered actually a couple of these, and these are called, these are the Shin Han watercolors. They are Korean, I want to say, and I'm sorry if I'm wrong about that, but Daniel Smith is American, that I know. And these shades are lavender and lilac. Now, I also know that Holbein has colors. Holbein is a Japanese company, and they have also watercolors with the same names. Now, I don't have the Holbein versions, but the reason I wanted to try the Shin Han ones is because the names of the colors are, I think, exactly the same like the Holbein line. So I'm kind of thinking they either copied it, or I don't know, maybe they are some sort of like secret daughter company. No, I have no idea. But I was just curious because they have the exact same names for many of their colors. Anyway, so I got these 2 with this purpose of seeing if they were similar to the Daniel Smith. And I can tell you that they are very similar. So much so that here I just made a little sample with, this is the new Aussie Red Gold from Daniel Smith, which is gorgeous. And here are just a few. I was like playing a bit, and actually I think somehow in my camera I can tell the difference a little bit more. Nah, maybe not. But these 2, the lavender ones, are really almost identical, even though the pigments, this one has PB28, which I think is cobalt blue, I'm not sure, but it's not exactly, this one has ultramarine blue, but they are so similar. And these are, this is the Daniel Smith Wisteria, and this is the Shin Han Lilac. And I applied this really heavily here, and after that I put these in my palette, these 2, and I kept using them, and I kept trying to see if they matched their samples, and I couldn't tell the difference. So I don't know, maybe it was because I just opened the tube and maybe some of the pigments got separated, and the first kind of squeeze had something a bit different, because these look a bit different, a little bit, but when I kept using them, they looked almost exactly the same. Even though this one has also a purple in it, and this one doesn't. So this one has PV23, and then this one has only the PR122. But when you paint with them, they are almost identical. Now, the nice thing, the reason I'm telling you this is because the prices, according to, I checked it now on the Jackson's art supply store in the UK. That's where I get most of my art supplies. So the Shin Han ones cost now $5.30. These are the big tubes. These are 15mm tubes, and if you're not familiar with watercolor and you think, you know, it looking a bit small, and you know, this is the acrylic paint tube and this is a baby tube, these are super concentrated, and such a tube will last you for years and years and years. So yeah, so this one costs $5.30 right now on Jackson's, and the Daniel Smith one costs 3 times that at $15.83. Same for the lavender. The Shin Han version costs $5.94, and the Daniel Smith almost triple that. And if you're interested in the Holbeins, those cost, in these colors, they cost somewhere in the middle. So the Holbein, look at my professional looking note that I made here for you. The Holbeins on Jackson's at the moment, the big tubes, the 15mm tubes, cost $11.40. So that's somewhere in the middle. I haven't tried the Holbein's one, but I've tried these, and honestly, I love Daniel Smith and I have a lot of their colors, but in the case of these two, if you want these colors and you can get the Shin Han, yeah, I'm gonna have to say that I can't tell the difference, and these cost 1/3 of the price. So I just wanted to share that with you. I have lots of new colors in my stash, and I also got this dot card from Schmincke. Schmincke is a German watercolor company that's been around for many years. Anyway, so they came out with some new colors and they're beautiful. I'm running a bit low on my French ultramarine, so I might pick up the Schmincke one. And other than that, oh, I also picked up the transparent ochre, which Daniel Smith also just came out with transparent versions for sienna and ochre, but these are available to me locally, so I picked up the transparent ochre one. I don't think I will use this one, but the colors are beautiful, and yeah, I would definitely consider maybe getting some in the near future. They also came out with, you know, the color that everyone must have now, every company, this kind of fluorescent pink, which I mostly love using as a mixing color. Yeah, so that's nice. It's always nice to get these dot cards. Daniel Smith also have these. Holbein also has these, although I haven't been able to get my hands on those. And yeah, just a short video. So I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching.